Okay. By 1981, Rich had bought his first car.
He was 16.
And it was a BMW.
Yes.
Okay. So
BMW 528E.
Oh, that's not even the 3 Series. He jumped up to the 5 Series.
It was a 528E, black, first car, 16.
That was actually my first luxury car, also a black 5 Series
How old
BMW.
were you?
I was much older. I was like 25 or something.
Exactly. That's the awe in it, like 16.
Yeah. A 16-year-old with a BMW, a brand new BMW 5 Series
that was
in Harlem pulling up. So he was just like a young superstar pretty much.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, when you first saw the car and your mom saw the car and...
I don't think that it was surprising to me. Like this wasn't something that we knew that wasn't supposed to be. Like, so to see it is like, I'm thinking that's what he's supposed to have. I don't know the difference right now. And he was 16 and how do you I don't know that. So I just saw it as something that it was supposed to be. I didn't see it as abnormal.
Yeah. Okay. So around the time that Rich gets that BMW at age 16, Azie Faison is working at the dry cleaners.
Yes.
So you're working at the cleaners, and the owner of the cleaners was actually an ex-drug dealer himself, right?
He wasn't a drug dealer. He was a number writer.
Okay.
He used to, take numbers and shit. You feel me? And all the number bankers used to come in there every Saturday morning and drop their numbers off to him. He was like a banker.
From what Azie was saying was around that time, him and Rich were friends, and sometimes Rich would leave like his drugs and his guns with Azie to hold on to when he's out making his runs. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay. So when did you meet Azie yourself?
Around that time, I probably was like 14. 14 when because I used to take my brother's clothes to the cleaners for him.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would take my brother's clothes to the cleaners, or I would see him because he used to not travel, but go to different cleaners because it was another cleaners, I think on 151st and St. Nicholas, where I don't know whether they shared duties or whatever, but he would go backwards and forwards. So I would see him walking to take clothes or get clothes or deliver clothes to customers, I guess.
Well, a couple years later, the owner of the cleaners kept finding drugs in, around the shop and so forth. So he fired Azie.
Yeah.
Were you and Azie dating by that time?
Yes.
Okay. Was this your first boyfriend?
Yes.
Okay, your first love.
Yes.
And you got pregnant in
Yes.
1983.
Yes.
And how old were you?
17.
17 years old, still in high school.
Yes.
Okay, and he was around the same age?
Azie was a year older than me, like
Okay.
18 going on 19.
Okay, got it. So here's 2 teenagers with their first baby. How did the pregnancy go? And I mean, when your mother found out and so forth?
It was hitting for a while.
Okay, just wore baggy clothes and the such?
Just me, I guess, being petite, just being small. Like, I just wasn't showing, so it was hitting. I was afraid to say something to anybody about it, so I just was quiet until it became obvious. Like, people started like, is Pat pregnant? Is Pat pregnant? And then it was my brother, him and A had a talk like, yeah, my sister's pregnant. What you gonna do? And he said, be a father. Be a father.
So Rich gave his blessing.
Yeah, to a degree. I mean, he was mad, but by the time people saw that I was pregnant, it was nothing no one could do.
Yeah, what are you gonna do about it? Like,
Yeah,
just be
it's
mad.
happening.
It's happening, whether you
It's
like it or
happening.
not.
So he told him, I'm gonna be a father, and that's that. You're gonna take care of my sister, and that was how it went.
Okay. And around that time, I guess after watching the movie Scarface, Azie got inspired to get into the drug game himself he ended up hooking up with a local Dominican guy named Lulu, who used to go by the dry cleaners, and Lulu became his plug. Well, then in 1983, the movie Scarface comes out.
Yes, sir.
And from what I understand, that just changed everyone's perception of the drug game.
It taught you the game, bro. If you didn't know, now you know. Now you know, bro. It definitely blew a lot of people's mind. You feel me? Hypnotized a lot of people, bro. You feel me?
Okay, and was it later that year after Scarface came out that you met Lulu?
It seemed like it was right around the corner, bro. It's like I met Lulu, and then he gave me some work. I took it to the streets, and next thing you know, I'm in the game, bro. I'm in the game overnight success. The prices was the best, the material was the best, and it was coke. I never sold crack a day in my life. With straight coke in the bottles, and blew up overnight, bro.
Now, were you aware of AZ getting to the drug game himself also?
Yes, I was.
Okay, and how'd you
I
feel
was
about
around.
that?
I had no way of, like I said, this was the norm. Like, who am I to tell you what you supposed to do? I was still in school. Well, the baby's here now, so I done dropped out. I left school. But I don't know. I couldn't tell him what to do. I already saw what was going on with my brother. I'm just thinking he's trying to do the same and be the same and get the same. You know, we was living how we was living. We were where we were. And I believe at that time it was just about people trying to get to some money, just afford certain things and be able to eat, take care of your family. Now he have a child of his own, so by any means necessary, do what you have to do, I guess. Like, I wasn't opposed. I just didn't have a say.
Okay. And was Rich having kids by this time too?
No.
That came later, right?
Yes.